Okay, super excited about tonight because obviously it is our summer, fall Lean 30 week leading into this promotion. So I am sure most of you saw I asked today if you guys would bring what you're doing, and that's what I would really like to talk about. I have a couple things that I want to just touch on at the end before we get off, but I wanted to share what I'm doing, and it's what I've done for the past two promotions that have landed me at P1 for both months, which has never happened in my entire time at this company. So obviously something's working, but I would love first, I'm going to basically turn this over, and I really want to actually have questions. Nikki, I would like for you, actually, Leslie, I think you said too. So I would like to hear from each of you what you're doing to max this promotion, because we're letting customers know I started today, letting them know that the promotion starts Thursday. Some might have started yesterday, when that's totally fine. But I think we need to really run with this. So I would like to know what you're doing to maximize and get as many messages out, how you're handling that. And I would also like to know what you guys do with your customer chats. I don't currently use the customer chat, and I'm going to start one with this promotion. So I would love to hear how you're using your customer chat. So who would like to go first?
I can go.
Awesome.
So for my customer chat, I think it's very similar to Allie's, but we do, I usually do like a morning motivational one, because one of my pillars is inspiration. So I always do something inspirational to like get the day going. What are you going to focus on today? I try to do recipes once a day. Some days I forget if I'm really busy at work. Sometimes I've been trying lately to do more engagement, where I ask people, okay, focus on moving your body for 20 minutes today. I'm going to go for a run. What are you guys going to do? Just to get people like back into the chat. And that has helped get a little bit more engagement. And I do, like, sometimes during the day at work, I'll do just like a quote, something to like get you through the rest of the day. And then I always do our specials. I always do, like this past week I did about our opportunity Zoom, and that, you know, people had been asking me about the business, and if anyone in the group's interested, message me and here's some information. So it's more like a daily way to keep them engaged.
Yeah.
And then I use it as an incentive when I sign people up. So if it's a new customer and I'm a little worried about like the pricing and how they're going to react to it, I always say, keep in mind, you always get $10 off your first order, and you get put into my private community where you get daily inspiration, recipes, exercise ideas. And so it makes them feel like they're getting more value for what they pay versus just getting the product. So
sure. I love that.
Yeah. And then it's just, and then I have some people in it that were in a challenge. I actually have two chats. So I have one for only customers, because to me, if you're willing to, you know, spend the money and you're that invested, you get like a little extra level of involvement from me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a second chat that is people who are in the challenges.
And you use the same chat for every challenge.
I do the challenge in my customer chat, and then I also put the challenge in my chat of just people who do challenges with me. And then some people have moved from the challenge group, obviously, into the customer group because they've ended up buying things.
Awesome.
So it's almost like a tiered program.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that so much. So is everybody on here using customer chat? Okay. So let's just talk right now solely about customer chats, because I think that I have my wheels are turning now for using you guys to teach something. So tell me, Nikki, Allie, do you do anything different with your chats than Leslie does?
We do pretty much the same because we're in each other's chat, so we borrow each other's. I feel like sometimes I get too spammy of like, oh my God, because I get so excited. So I'm like, oh my God, you guys, the smoothie thing. So I also have the challenge. I have some people in both. I have the same core people who comment. I want to do more though, like Leslie does, of asking more questions. I do sometimes, like I'll post, this is what I'm having for supper. What are you having? And people will do the thumbs up, which I hate more than anything.
Same.
So I'm going to try to ask more. A couple people have left, and that's okay. And they just said there's just too many chats in their lives. But then it's hard for me to remember, oh, I got to go back to like for a sale or whatever. But side note, I want to take somebody out of that chat because she never did purchase. How do you get someone out of a chat?
You just go into your members and then click on the member and remove it. Like it'll give you an option to remove the member, but it will alert everybody that you removed them.
Okay, that's what I thought, but okay. So other than that, nothing. I know I did start, like Karen uses that calendar that Kagan or someone made.
Yep.
But yeah, that would be organized, so I didn't do that very
I mean, same, right? Same. Like that's, oh, you want that organized? I mean, geez, that's like taking some stuff too.
Because then you have to go back to that, find that, like, and okay, well, what am I saying? I've been working from home all summer, but like then I don't sit right here at my desk. If I had the paper right there, that'd be fabulous. I'm out in the backyard. I'm at Starbucks. Like, yeah, no.
For sure.
But I like Leslie, like, whatever your pillars are, like sometimes I throw in a funny meme or a dog thing, but mostly it's inspiration, exercise, which I don't exercise, so that's funny. And healthy food. Side note though, because of you guys, my waist is solved because I do intermittent fasting and I needed to stop at 8. Usually I stop at 7, but it was Zach's birthday, and so I can't eat ice cream, but I can have Dairy Queen with Lactaid. So I got a Dairy Queen cake, and I was about to go have another piece. I'm like, shit, I got 5 minutes. So I just only had a couple bites. So I got it in just a little. I'm satisfied, but it won't show up on my hips. So thanks. So here I am. I had a really shitty day, so thanks for being here.
See, these are good for something, right? Okay, so before you jump in, Nikki, I'll tell you why I haven't started a customer chat, and that is because, I mean, I think we all can say, like just another chat. And so I'm hesitant to do a chat and be posting in it every single day. I can tell you right now that I won't post in it every single day, because if I were put into a customer chat for somebody's business and somebody commented it every day, I would leave. So I just look at that from a personal level and say, okay, so, but if it's working, like, am I just doing that because of how I am? You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm like trying to play devil's advocate and like feel that out. And like, I just want to know what the perfect measure is. Like, if you're not getting a ton of engagement in your chat, is it because people have either left or turned the notifications off so that it's not blowing up their feed? Because I'm also queen of turning notifications off on every single chat. So I guess those are my questions for the customer chat, because I want to offer value. I want to actually have a spot where when something exciting comes up, I can say that. But this is going to lead me into what is really working for me in these promotions, and that is not doing anything mass. That is not doing anything copy paste, and it is not doing it's everything individualized. So I guess my wheel is turning.
I'm with you on that whole like blow up the chat thing, because my customers hate that. So if I can tell you guys what I do, because it's super simple and I don't post in it every day. Matter of fact, most of my customers run the chat themselves. And it's because they're sharing their results, they're sharing their pictures, they're sharing their questions. Then I will jump in and provide answers for all of that stuff. But last month, or when we had the trim promotion, I jumped in there the morning before it started. And I said, hey guys, I love you all. You've been, super committed to me. I want to share something really awesome with you guys. You're the first to know. You're my customers and I appreciate you. Here's a special that's coming up. I work full time, so I need to give you guys this information now so that you're prepared in the morning to jump on and order. And I had 12 orders. Like, They all did it themselves. I didn't have to go in and order for anyone. They all did it themselves. So I kind of let them run it until they have questions, and then I'm there to guide them. But yeah, I post in the morning. I say good morning. Anybody have any questions today? Anybody have any result pictures they want to share? They run it from there. And then when we have promotions, they're the first ones I tell. And I just told them about 2 hours ago, and I have 5 people going to order already. I add my new customers as soon as they sign. I add them to the chat. I welcome them. I give them a welcome post. And I say, if you guys have any questions along the way, if you need any help, everybody in this group is here to help you. We're all in the same boat. These are all customers. You know, I don't push anything at them at all. And it's been really beneficial when we have promotions.
I see it like, so how do you think that you got them to, like you say, they basically run it? So I'm guessing like everybody probably has like that same intent with this chat. So how did you get them to be willing to put their pictures and we like get to be so active?
Here's the thing. I do a customer appreciation giveaway. I've done it for the past 5 months. I haven't hit anything less than, I think, platinum, maybe gold once. If you are sketchy on spending a lot of money for a giveaway, then start with something small. Start with a carb blocker. Start with a box of probiotics. Start with something that you can afford that engages people to do an order. Because I am telling you right now, once I started doing that, my customer pods took off. I started doing referral posts for them as well in the mix, and one of my customers has 6 people under her. So as soon as they are interested and as soon as they see a giveaway, I post it the first of every month what I'm giving away. They all engage on it. I warn them ahead of time, this is a month-long giveaway. Once you place an order, you're automatically entered to win. All of those people go into my customer chat. They're the first to know about our promotions, and they just blow it up. I mean, that's all I do. I don't have a lot of spare time, obviously. So, and you guys know that. I work a trillion million hours a day. I have a daughter, husband, everything. So I am one that is like, okay, how am I going to fit all of this into my schedule and still be able to rock this business? And that's how I've been doing it. So if you're scared to do giveaways, start small. But I'm telling you, they are going to appreciate it because you're giving back to your customers. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah, that's great.
I do love that idea. I'm actually going to implement that.
I have a quick question, Nikki,
Yes.
because I've done the giveaways and I've announced it at the beginning of the month, and I feel like people forget about it. So I think I need to do a better job of reminding them as the month goes on. And
Okay.
then, go ahead.
Leslie, have you looked at my page? The first of the month, I do a tracking post, and I keep track of every single person that signs up and does an order. And every single time somebody places an order, they're tagged in that post. So it automatically bumps every time somebody orders, and I update how many people have ordered at the top of the post. So if you haven't seen it, go look at that post I do on the first of every single month. Everyone gets tagged as soon as they order. So it doesn't matter what time of the month they order. It doesn't matter what they order. I started initially with a minimum order amount of $50, and I didn't get anywhere. So then I just said, okay, any order. And as soon as I did, last month I had 75 people order. That's a lot of customers. And that's between me and my team, but it's one other working person. So it was me and one girl.
That's awesome.
That is super awesome.
Yeah.
That's a
So
great,
just check that post out.
okay.
And then you can kind of tweak it, you know what I mean, to what you want to do or what you're giving away until you get a feel for it, but it's going to continuously bump throughout the month.
That's a great idea. Cool.
I like it too. And I think that this is something that every other day or every couple days you can sneak a story in about, are you entered into my customer giveaway? And like that will be, and they're there, it sticks around for 24 hours. and it's not going to be spammy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to be all your other fun. So, I mean, even every day, to be honest, if you're doing 8 to 10 story posts like you're supposed to be doing, 1 out of 10 posts saying, hey, are you in my giveaway? Or like a fun boomerang, like added people to my giveaway, you know, just something silly on a daily. Be people like, what is this giveaway that you're talking about? You know, like getting the attention that way. I think that is really good. But I love the tracker post idea. I did not know that you did that. I did not know that you tagged them and updated it so it bumps it every time, because then it's in news feeds all over the place. I freaking love that. Okay, so really quick side note about this. You guys have brilliant ideas. Brilliant. Like, as a whole, this group brings brilliant ideas every time. That's why today I was like, all right, Kagan and I do our 90-day run Zooms on the same night. I'm like, what are you going to talk about tonight? And she's like, I don't know. We kind of were hashing some things out, and I was like, I'm turning it over. Like, you guys hear me talk all the time, but you guys bring brilliant ideas. Here's the thing. We need to spread our wings and like get these ideas out there. Like, Nikki, I would love for you to do a post or a live video or something in Elite Legacy and share that. Like Sarah, I'm going to give Sarah a shout out. Sarah transcribed. I was like, this girl is freaking amazing. I owe you $1 million, because I cannot watch training videos. I can't even believe I'm admitting this out loud. Like, my brain does not stay focused enough to watch a whole training video. I have to watch them in chunks. She messaged me and said, I transcribed Jordan's entire training video. And I was like, hallelujah, because I can read it in 5 minutes. So she wrote the whole freaking thing out, you guys, and put it in files today for us. So if you can't watch a video, go read that. And it's all the details, all the scripts, all the what to do when this happens from Jordan's freaking amazing M-Life video. Thank you so much for doing that. But this is what I'm trying to get at. I would love for this group to start sharing all of the brilliance in Elite Legacy. And even then, after it's in Elite Legacy, sharing it into Elite Dynasty. Like I would love for you to share it in Elite Legacy and then allow me to give you a shout out to bring spotlight onto you in Elite Dynasty or even M-Life. I'm a moderator in M-Life, you guys. If you have something brilliant, that tracker post is a genius idea. There's no reason that shouldn't be shared and you shouldn't be getting the spotlight for that being such a cool idea, I think. I mean, I'm just me, but I would love to see you guys showing up that way. And I mean, you don't have to. I just am saying, like, I would love for all the people to know all your names. And that is how to make it happen. Okay, so anything else about customer chats? Because after that kind of came up in the chat today, I was like, I want to ask more questions about this, because if you guys are seeing success, I want to see success from it too. And I think that I love also what you said, Leslie, about using it as, and actually we were talking about this, and this kind of aligns with what I was talking with Kagan today about the promotion, but I love using it as an additional piece of leverage to say, hey, we also get this special support and accountability with, my core people. I love that so much. It's only because I was jacked up on coffee. Well, we're going to get you jacked up on coffee every time there's a training video. Okay, Sarah? I'll send a box of coffee your way. Okay, so yes, isn't that brilliant, Allie? Like, so good for all the people that can't watch a live video until Facebook realizes that we just need a button to click to subtitle our live videos, because that would be real freaking amazing too. Unless you talk a million miles a minute like I do and have a Midwestern accent, and then the subtitles don't say what it's supposed to. My voice to text is never right. Okay, so anybody have anything else they want to add about customer chats? No? I love it.
One more thing.
Yeah, go.
Sorry. One weekend out of the month, I do a double entry, like, on top of my giveaway. So if yesterday weekend, whatever the heck today is, today's Monday. So last weekend, I did a double entries thing. So anybody who placed an order between Friday and Sunday, instead of getting one entry, they would get two. I had 5 orders over the weekend. So sometimes that kind of helps kick people too.
I mean, I'm totally that shopper.
Mhm.
I'm totally the
Right.
triple points at Victoria's Secret person. I'm totally that person. So I think that's genius. Okay, so now I really need you to share this with all the people.
I will.
Okay, I mean, you can just write a post and even screen grab your tracker post and put that as the photo and kind of just give a description of what you're doing and how you're making that and that you turn it into a chat. I think that's an idea that people, here's the thing, I don't care how we're making our businesses successful. If something works for one person, we should share it, and nothing is one size fits all. So if it doesn't work for you, that's okay. But I think the more ideas we can get out there, the more ways that people can try and figure out how to make this fluid in their life, the better, right? My way is not going to work for everybody. Your way is not going to work for everybody. But I think if it helps one other person, it's worth having out there as an option. So I would love for you all, any ideas you guys have. Some of you message me and be like, hey, can I post this? Don't. This is not my group. I might have started the dang thing, but nobody needs any permission. That's why I have no approvals for anything in that group except for adding people to it, because I just want to make sure so many times accidentally customers get added to that instead of Simple Clean Results all the time. So that's the only approval there is. Post away, share all the good things, anything you come across. I love it so very much. So much. You guys have no idea how much. Okay, so that being said, I would like to talk about this promotion really quickly, and I'm going to open it up. I'm going to share a little bit about what I'm doing, if that's okay, and then I would love to hear if you guys have something else that is working or that you're doing. Okay, so I use VoiceClip because I just think that I'm like Allie. I get super excited, and the excitement comes through in my voice more than it does in text. So I am sending out a VoiceClip, and here it is, guys. This is a little bit time consuming. So for somebody that doesn't have a ton of time, this might not work, or you're going to have to make sure that you have a really good list so that when you have 10 minutes, hi, sweet girl. When you have 10 minutes, you can get through as many as possible and you kind of know what you're doing. Otherwise, this might be too time consuming. But I am doing an individualized, hi, cutie, individualized text or voice clip for each person on my list. And I am saying to them, hey, and I'm looking at what our last message was. So I'm not if I talked to them last week, I'm not going to be like, sorry, it's been forever since we talked, right? I'm just going to make it so it's relative to them. But I'm going to be like, hey, super excited. I have something so exciting to share with you. I just found out that we have an incredible promotion that's going to be starting later this week. I also heard, I don't know all the details, but I also heard that there's going to be a 48-hour special. And I wanted to know if you wanted to be part of my VIP list. I'm going to make sure that I have a list where I'm going to let people know. And this is longer winded than what I said. I'm not going to say that. If you want to be part of my VIP list, the people that find out the minute I do about what the details are. Also, if you're interested, I also have another way where you can actually earn additional discounts on those products. Let me know if you want to hear more. I'm leaving it at that. So I did two things. They're going to message me yes or no about the promotion, but they're also going to be like, how do I get more off? That's a referral post. Okay, so you're getting them in. And actually, you can say in there, you can earn, where you can earn additional discounts and even be entered in our free product giveaway. Okay, so sometimes they don't come out as fluid, and I think that my people know that that's just Daphne. And sometimes they're very fluid. I don't say the exact same thing every time. I don't have it scripted. It probably would go faster if I wrote it down on a piece of paper, but I don't think I think I sound more robotic if I'm reading it, so I just wing it. Somebody else might not be able to wing it, and that's okay, but write something down and get an idea and then go do them. And so I'm sending these voice clips. And now a couple things in there. I did not give away all the info. I didn't even drop all the things. Now, where we were talking about using your chat, I am going to create a chat, and I had already decided before this whole amazing conversation that I was going to start a Lean 30 chat for the people that are participating in the Lean 30. And using that chat as, hey, you know what? I forgot. So today is Monday. This thing doesn't start until Thursday. If somebody says yes today that they would like to be in my on my VIP list to find out as soon as I do, I'm going to message them on Wednesday and be like, hey, I know that's dropping tomorrow. I can't wait to tell you, but I forgot to tell you that along with this promotion, We also have an incredible Facebook group that the corporate has put together with giveaways and all these incredible incentives. And I have a special VIP, like anybody that participates is going to be put in something special, accountability chat, something. I don't know, I haven't perfected that wording yet because that doesn't go out till Wednesday. But so I did the same thing with the 10% off promotion, and I did the same thing with the trim promotion. I did a voice clip one day, and then the next day with those two promotions, they were short promotions. The next day I did oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you. Even if I hadn't heard back from them, it gave me another reason to message them and get in their ear, because maybe when my first message came through, even if they had looked at it, you guys, sometimes we see that bubble drop down, but they don't have time to listen, right? So we think that they heard our voice clip, but they didn't. So I'll send another quick one that's like, hey, I forgot to mention, I know this is coming down tomorrow, and I'll make sure you get alerted as soon as I know, but I forgot to tell you, da-da-da-da-da. So I'm just dripping on them things that are going to make them excited to be a part of it. And then, of course, Thursday, as soon as it goes, that list will go. Now, obviously, all of these messages happening, I'm gonna have worked my entire list that I have currently leading up to the 48 hours. So then that gives me the whole 48 hours to build new. Now, I am hopefully going to have as many referral posts up from now until Thursday, so that when it drops on Thursday, obviously I'll talk to all those people. I'm going to create a little graphic like I've done for every promotion so far, and I'm going to drop it in the comments and be like, 48 hours only. You guys are going to want to hear this. No details. They have to message me to find out what the details are. But I am going to drop something in there. I'm going to delete. This is what I did last time. Okay, I've done this for 2 promotions now on every referral post I've ever done. I go in and I delete the last graphic that I shared that said special promotion from the last special that I did that. And then I add my new graphic for the new promo. Does that make sense? Because I don't want it to be like a string of all my like promotion graphics. So I delete any graphic that I've ever shared on there, and I put my new one and say, hey, you guys, you're going to want to hear what's going on. So it's worked incredibly for the last 2. I feel like this one's going to be even more successful for a number of reasons. That 48-hour special, you know it's going to be good. Last time, it was a free box of Sync or tub of Sync. That's a $60 product. I would love for it to be free carb blockers, because that's my favorite add-on to Lean Body, and I know that that's going to help them have great results. Even though it's a less expensive product, I just think that's a great option. But you know it's going to be something great for those 48 hours, I'm guessing. So you're going to really want to blow up that 48 hours. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, going back, I already said, going back, you're going to want to work every single referral post you've ever done. You guys, it's not a bad idea to put that same little graphic on your old buy, sell, trade posts, right? Like, you never know. It's just going to bump the post, you know, and it's going to be brand new eyes that you're going to see. But I think that this is one of my favorite promotions. And looking at our numbers right now, I'm just going to be very blunt with you guys. Like, we are starting off this month a little bit slow, but we had such a heavy push at the end of last month. And I know that everybody was like, 2 things. Everybody was like, whew, like breather for a second, because that was intense. I know it was intense for me. And so I know that happened those first few days. And once you let off like that, it's hard to pick speed back up. But at the same time, we also went through our whole list. But now we've had 12 days to let our list relax. Maybe the timing was bad for them. Maybe it wasn't good. You guys, this is an opportunity for them to get 3 products. For a brand new customer, is going to get a Lean Body for $139. Plus, if they do a referral post, they can get $10 off for everyone. Like, they could get technically or potentially a Lean Body for the same price as a bottle of trim. And we've been talking a lot about trim non-friggin' stop. So this is one of my favorite promotions we ever do, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, so that's what I am currently doing. My lists are all over, though. I wish I was more organized. I'm gonna be real. That was my goal for tonight, but I went and looked at more flooring, and I'm over it. Okay, so I would love to know if anybody's doing anything different or you have ideas, because I'm all about them. Anybody have any great ideas or anything that's worked so far, or ideas that they're excited to try, or anything different?
I think the only thing I'm kind of having, I guess I've been planning for this, really being very active in my groups, and I'm in a couple fitness groups and a couple running groups, and oh my gosh, I'm getting like like I did a post yesterday on running in hot weather and how much I love running in hot weather, and just put what's your favorite running weather, and I had 96 comments in the last 24 hours. And so then last night I did a post about BioCell and my running knees. And so I'm like kind of linking the groups I'm in that where I'm getting the most engagement, because you guys know some groups like you don't get a lot, and trying to switch my products around, because I think I was getting with all the referral posts we were doing, I was getting like too much of the same products. So I'm trying to shake it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I've been working really hard just to build my customer funnel, like build it in between each challenge.
Yeah.
To help pull from, you know, different groups of people. And then yesterday I just took like half an hour, went through all my books and all my lists that I had over the last challenge and the last couple weeks, and I cleaned them all up, and I had like 59 people that are not my normal people that for some reason I wrote their name down or they messaged me one time and I never heard from them again.
Yeah.
So I have like this list of 59 people who aren't in my normal like lists.
Lead lists, yeah.
To go through. And then the other thing I'm going to do that worked really well last time is I just picked a name like Jennifer.
Yes.
And that helped me so much because I reached people that weren't in my normal, like.
Can you explain that a little bit better so that everybody else knows? Because I know you and I talked about it, but I can't remember if we said it on here.
Yeah, so instead of just going through my messenger and looking like who've I talked to, you know, and going through and scrolling down, I would just search the name like Jennifer, and it pulls up all the Jennifers in your messenger list. And it made me reach out to people that aren't like at the top of my messenger list, that maybe were way down at the bottom, and I just never got there. And then I did like Susan, and I did all the Susans, and then, you know, just pick whatever, Linda. And so that's a really good way to just reach out to a whole new fresh group of people. And that really helped me a lot. I got some sales from that.
I love that so much. You guys, the other thing that just made me think of, if I don't know if you were on the Zoom last night for Bryn, the Jordan, Katie Thompson, that live or that Zoom training that was about referral posts again. So good. But she talked about at the beginning about how you like using keyword searches in your messenger. That's such a good thing too. And she was talking about referral posts, like searching expensive, searching money, searching pricey, searching price, searching those words in messenger and using it for your referral posts and reaching out to them and be like, hey, remember we talked about this? I have something that might be an option for you. But I think same thing, if you search the word lean, if you search the word, you know, body, if you search the word weight, you know, all those things to make sure you're hitting those. You guys, so crazy. My Adams tracker, I'm sure most of you know about the Adams tracker, but the Adams tracker was a tracker that we got suggested to us back, I don't know, some time ago. I'm sitting here, but it might not be. Anyway, it's like a book, and it has like a date and time for follow-up. Like, it's just a book to write names in, honestly. And it's like $10 from Amazon if you don't know about it. I went back through, I had my phone and my computer, and I scrolled all the way back to December of 2016 in my messenger. And I wrote I don't even want to tell you how long this took. I wrote every single name in messenger. And I did this back a few months ago. And then I stopped. And now I need to scroll all the way back to the date that I stopped at, because I have not added those names to my Adams tracker. I added them to this book, and I added them to this other book. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I feel disorganized. I try to keep all names on paper for me, because it's easier for me to throw a notebook in my purse and be on the road riding in the car and go through all of that, right? Oh my gosh. I paid for, hold on, I need to open chat. Sure. I don't even know anything about what that is, but I would love to see what it is if it's super great. Here's my word to the wise, though, about paying for anybody that's in Modairs, but in the company. I wouldn't pay anybody in Modair for anything. If they're doing something that you like or that you want to have part in, let me or Amber know, and I can start a 3-way chat, or we can figure out and we can try and get that training brought to us. Because we are such a one team, one mission type company, I think we can get all that. I mean, I totally am fine with it, Sam. I'm just saying, like, if there's a good training, like, let's bring it to the masses and we'll ask, because I know Bryn is willing to do any of that for all of us. Or anyone else, for that matter. Okay, so I know we're a little over a half hour, but I really am so fired up about this promotion, and I know the momentum that it's going to create in that 48 hours. We did something like 27,000 in points. 27,000 in points the 2 days of the trim. That's pretty amazing. The 30th and 31st of July, 27,000 points. That's like incredible, you guys. So imagine what we can do with our #1 best-selling package, the Lean Body, in those 48 hours. Like, imagine, right? Like, this is the system that everybody wants their hands on. You're not giving them their 2 least favorite flavors of trim. They get to pick their flavor, and we're actually going to give them a whole system to give them results. So super excited about it. I hope you are too. The last thing I wanted to say is, here's my plug about events. I know most of you are all registered for the event, and I'm so super proud of you for that. If you're not, I definitely think you need to highly consider it. If it's a financial thing and we're trying to figure that out, I would love for you to message me so that we can try and figure that out, whether it's the hotel part or what, all the parts, like I will help facilitate that. But I would love for you guys to start really amping up the event with me, because guys, it's business changing. It's life changing. It is where you feel the heartbeat of Modere. It's where you'll realize that you belong here. It was where you will feel all of the good things. We get to do things together. I am flying in early, and I think we'll be at SeaWorld on Thursday. There's just a lot, and I would love to have as many of you there as possible, plus I'm bringing presents. So presents are fun. I love presents, and I love to give them more than I love to get them, but gifts are my love language too. So that being said, like, help me blow up this event. I'm really proud of all of you. And are we going to have a legacy dinner or night out? That's a good question. That's a good question. That could happen. If everybody comes in Thursday, we could do something Thursday night. I need to, I know I always have a dinner one night, and I need to figure out what night that is, and then I'll plan around it. Even if we did like a taco lunch or something, we'll figure something out. Disney Springs would be fun. You ain't gonna find me anywhere where Mickey Mouse is at, though. I'm letting you all know right now. I refuse. Everybody wanted to go. I better stop this recording.